Welcome to GTV, and today's topic is about life after football. The question is there life after football? And the answer to that question is yes, of course there is. You need to look at what you want to do in your career. You're playing, you get injured, what are you going to do? Question. Not a lot of players know, because they always think at the end of the day, all I'm going to do is play football. And listen, I was one of them players. I finished school, I got into football. I thought, you know what, I don't need to do anything else. I don't care. Yes, I got the qualifications that I needed to have during my time at school, just to fall back on. As I said before in the previous segment about education, where we was discussing exactly about making sure you've got qualifications to back you up, and how important education is. And it comes straight into this football criteria, because in football, all you're thinking about is I'm playing, I'm going to earn 100,000 a week, or etc. Now, of course, that happens, and there's a lot of players that are in the Premiership that may even watch this video and just think, well, what the hell is he talking about? Because at the end of the day, I didn't need to worry about that. But every single one of them players has something else that they can do after they finish playing, whether it be become a manager or they've set up their own business, which is ticking over. Now, what I'm saying to you is prepare for that, because there isn't a guarantee that every single person that wants to get into football is going to play in the Premiership. You're not all going to play in the Premiership. Unfortunately, that's what happens. So you've got to have a look at it. If I'm now currently a YTS, or a scholar now, which it's called, or first year pro, or if I am playing at the minute, you have to look at what you're going to do after. And I'm saying plan before that time comes about. So look at it. If you like anything outside football, plan towards it. If you want to stay in football and be a coach, do your badges. Do all the things you need to do. Because at the end of the day, there's always going to be that one day that your career is going to be over. You have to prepare and be ready. A lot of people are having young families now, and you have to start looking at your kids. You need to make sure you've got the upbringing to bring these kids up into this world and not wanting for anything. And the only way you're going to do that in the football world, because there's a lot of injury. I don't think a lot of players understand that you can get injured in a split second and that's gone. And I felt that, and it hurt me. And then I had, as I said in my last segment, I had to then look at what I was going to do within my career. Do a normal job, do things that I didn't really want to do, but I had to do because I had bills to pay. I had a mortgage to pay for. So things like that, you have to be prepared for it. So what I'm trying to say is prepare. Make sure you're saving money. Make sure you're putting money aside, because you never know what's going to happen. Make sure you've got other interests. If that means starting up a course, an evening course, look into it. Look at the local colleges and see what is possible. If you want to start up your own business and you've got that creative mind and you're an entrepreneur, then do that. I encourage it from now. Make sure you look into other things, because there is a life after football for you. It's not the end of the world. And I've heard so many stories about players that finish playing football and not know what they're going to do, and that's the end, and no one cares about them. And some people either commit suicide, go into mental health asylums, loads of things that actually happen because they become depressed, they turn to drugs, they turn to alcohol. We need to prevent this happening. So what I'm trying to say today is, please, all young players, especially you, look at where you are at the minute. No matter what level, even if you're at a Premiership club now, you can still save money, you can still set up a business, or you still can do something else. Because